we got our first. All right, I'm about to go on a hike, but before I do, I want to come at you with some very controversial information for some. This is going to help you with your financial situation and may enable you to help someone else with theirs in the process. Before we get started, like the video, give it a thumbs up. Just go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It'll take you less than a second. Then I want you to hit subscribe if you have not already. If you have, we thank you. Then hit the bell icon so that you can be notified of all of our videos once they are released. You're going to want to do that because we've got information that is going to help you make your money work harder for you. All right, so here we go. Today's topic: never lend money to friends or family. Unless, now we do have some caveats here, but it's a good policy never to lend money to friends or family. Now, the first exception will be if you've got someone who is in your family or friend who their home has burned down, a tornado came through, or something like that, some unforeseen, just tragic medical circumstance that came out of nowhere. Okay, those situations are different. They might need help at that point, and then you can consider it. But unless it's something as dire as that, I don't want you to loan money to friends or family. Now, when I was considering putting this video together, a friend of mine was giving me some scenarios, and he said, well, what about a loan shark? What about if you're going to get your legs broken and I just need the money from you so I can pay off these guys? Listen, if they are not afraid enough of Luca Brasi and Vito Corleone, if they are not afraid enough of, what's the guy's name from Good Times? Sweet Daddy and his goons.
JJ, let me tell you something. It's either that or Knuckles.
Then what makes you think they're going to be afraid enough of you? They're not. Okay, if they won't give them back their money, what do you think they're going to do with you? All right, so no loan sharks. They got to work it out on their own. Brass tacks. So here are 5 reasons why you do not want to loan friends or family money. Okay, the first reason is you're taking your money out of play to give it to them. And I say give intentionally because in a lot of cases, you're not going to get that money back. All right, so you're taking money out of your emergency fund where it's sitting there waiting to help you and your family if you need it, or you're taking it from a brokerage account where it's out there trying to, make money on your behalf in the markets. Maybe you took some money out of the rent that one of your tenants paid you. No, you're taking money out of play for you, and you're giving it in most cases to someone who's not going to have that money work for you. And if you have that kind of disposable income to just start giving out money, then what you need to do is you need to find another investment to put it in so that you can get a reasonable rate of return.
I believe in a reasonable rate of return.
Number 2, are you the lender of last resort? And what I mean by that, did they go to a bank to try to get the money? Have they attempted that? And the bank said no because they were too risky in terms of their credit or didn't have the collateral to give to the bank in order to have the bank lend them money. If the bank and all of their billions of dollars in credit check technology said that this is not a risk we're comfortable with taking on, why should it be a risk that you are comfortable with taking on? And I'm not even suggesting you charge your friend interest or collateral, because who knows? They might not care about that. If they don't have intentions of paying you back in the first place, then you can charge them 100% interest. It won't matter. Number 3, when you loan money to your friends or family, you are enabling bad financial habits. Instead of loaning them money, why don't you give them some advice? You could give them the link to this channel, for example, and have them learn how money works so that they can make it work harder for them. Number 4, you might have been in the habit of lending money, and you might have developed a reputation out there as someone who lends, and that precipitates more requests. So in the words of Roberto Duran, in the immortal words of that boxer, Roberto Duran, no mas, no more, stop it. Just stop lending money to friends or family and start to develop the reputation that you don't lend. All you have to do is say no 1, maybe 2 times, and the reputation will start to spread. Also tell them why you don't lend. Be honest with them and let them know that if you lend them money, you could be jeopardizing your financial situation and taking money out of play that is designed to work for you. And guess what? If they're your true friend, they will understand. And if they're your family, they really don't have a choice. They're going to be your family no matter what. But if they've got a good relationship with you, then they'll appreciate your honesty. Number 5, you could end up losing your money and your relationship if this loan thing doesn't go as planned, and these personal loans rarely do. Can you imagine how you would feel if you just loan money to your friend or family, and as you're about to sit down to eat some reheated fish sticks, you see the person you loan money to, you see them on Instagram with a 4-course seafood dinner at some fancy restaurant. Or as you just finished working overtime and you're about to log off of your computer, you see them on Facebook and they're at a party. They're having a good time and you're working to earn more money. How would you feel? That wouldn't make you feel too comfortable. Or if you have to, approach them and say, hey, what about that $500 I loaned you? Where is it? Or if they want to pay you back in a way that's different than you gave them the money in the first place. Like, for example, you loan them $500 and then they pay you back in $50 increments. All right. That's not helping you. Okay, so those are the 5 reasons why you should not be out here loaning money to friends and or family. And look, if you really must, if you just have this desire within yourself to loan money, then what I need you to do is I need you to research bonds. Corporate and government bonds are basically loans that you, the investor, extend to a corporation or a government. And depending on what kind of bonds you invest in, there is a high likelihood with the U.S. government, it's a 100% likelihood that you're going to be repaid that money. So if you must lend, make it an investment. Study bonds. Understand how they work. This has been Tyrone Keys. Remember, you can unlock prosperity with me, Keys.